Black Ops Cold War's inaugural season, Season 1, comes just over a week away now at this point next Thursday, but man, oh man, do we have a lot to talk about today, because as of yesterday, there were a ton of things to come out of the game files, leaks pertaining to Season 1 that gave us a good look at what to expect here. I'm talking maps, I'm talking shop bundles, I'm talking battle pass items, Warzone surprises, starter packs, so much stuff here. So today we're going to be breaking down everything that we learned about here within these leaks and let you know what to expect with Season 1 for Black Ops Cold War. But that said, as we go along, let me know your thoughts down below. Are you looking forward to Season 1? I know that personally, with so much content up on deck here seemingly for Season 1, it seems to me kind of like a second launch. So for that, I'm interested. But of anything we discuss here today, anything in particular catch your interest that you're particularly really looking forward to, maybe something that you want to see come that we didn't talk about, whatever it is, let me know your thoughts. But as well, if you are new to the channel, do be sure to hit the subscribe button as we're on the road to 400,000 subscribers, and we'll keep you up to date with all things Black Ops Cold War, Warzone, and anything COD related, especially as Season 1 rolls around here within the next week or so. So that's it. If you'd like to join the community, I'd love to have you. That said, let's jump into the information. Now, unfortunately, as with all leaks and data mine stuff, we can't put the images up on screen here in video, and as of right now, it seems like the account that it came from, Twitter user AddySource, an account called Black Ops Leaks, has actually scrubbed all of this now off the internet, but it was there for quite some time. Copyright strikes were handed out for those reposting it. Then following that, the original account took these images down, but we still have the information that we learned here out of this. So let's start out with the big stuff here. With Season 1, what kind of maps are we getting? Well, in the game files that were data mined here, we saw a handful of different things that were definitely noteworthy. We saw one that was actually a Christmas Nuketown, a thematic version of this that is Christmas themed, got snow around it and everything, so it's going to be slightly different, similar to some thematic changes that we saw on other maps in the past, but this one being again a minor change here with this. I don't think that this is going to be included as one of the premier DLC maps. I think this is just going to pop up as sort of something like, hey, it's the holidays, enjoy another version of Nuketown. Or just Nuketown in general is reskinned and it's still the same Nuketown, but you don't have the option to play on just the regular daytime desert version. But in the game files, we saw 4 listed promo images, one that looks to take place on the set of a TV show, seen in the new mode section of the pre-launch roadmap, one taking place in the subway tunnels of Berlin from the campaign, one taking place in a rocket facility, and then one taking place in what looks like the Lubyanka building from the campaign as well. But you have to remember that 2v2 gunfight is returning within Cold War in Season 1, so I'd imagine that at least 2 of these are gunfight maps, kind of falling in line to what we saw within Modern Warfare's DLC launches as well. So my guess would maybe be the Lubyanka building and the subway tunnels. As 2v2 maps, they're smaller, more confined, and so therefore would kind of fit that bill a little better, but that's just a guess. Seemingly 4 new maps though introduced with Season 1, and then that Nuketown variant coming either with or perhaps shortly thereafter as a holiday themed map, an additional one there on top of it. Interestingly enough though, there is another map that looks to be set at a strip mall, but it's just the image of probably the menu screen image. That may or may not be coming, who knows. But jumping over to another area of focus, there were definitely some new operators and skins seen within these game files as well. These look to be your operators, but battle pass items as well. You see Park in a red beret and a leather jacket outfit, Woods in a winter outfit, Sims in a Bonnie hat and his SOG jacket, and there's going to be a new operator who looks pretty badass. He's got a muzzle, he's got all these different sort of chained up features here that looks to be the new operator for the battle pass. And later on, it seems like we'll also see another operator, Zayna, introduced. That's one we'll talk about in a second when we get to it, but that operator is included within a shop bundle. So maybe looking like we'll see 2 to 3 operators per season again here within Black Ops Cold War. As for the battle pass itself, it has the same style preview for the buy battle pass initial page where it showcases the operators and the blueprints in the background, and it looks like we'll have a few cool looking blueprints in that pass, plus some really good character uniforms as well. The weaponry that we know of is in data mine files is the Graza, the Mac 11, and the Striker. Those are all supposedly coming, though the Striker isn't found in these most recent game files, so I would imagine that's probably a mid-season update weapon, again kind of carrying on this same content distribution that we saw within Modern Warfare. Outside of the battle pass, there were a few starter packs that were data mined as well, in which we ended up getting a Warzone combat pack and a Cold War starter pack. For the Warzone combat pack, this is going to be something that comes along with an operator skin for maybe a new operator. I don't recognize this operator immediately, but it also could be something that is just a different variation of the operator. It comes with a digital watch, continuing that watch trend for Warzone content, and a blueprint for what looks like the RPD. Then for the Cold War starter pack, we have an Adler undercover skin. He comes with a trench coat, a black vest and red tie, and a matching black and red fedora. It comes with a calling card, some COD points, likely what looks like to be a battle pass token or some sort of bundle to include the battle pass with this starter pack, and then a weapon charm as well. So that's probably going to be somewhere anywhere between $20 and $30 if it is something that comes with COD points and a battle pass bundle. We'll have to wait and see how that one all shapes up though, but that's going to be something that's a Cold War starter pack. Now, as for some stuff that I'm really interested in here, because you guys know I love Warzone, the big one that comes and catches my eye is that of the Rebirth event and Rebirth Island. We've been talking about it here on the channel for quite some time, and I'm sure at some point it's gotten kind of annoying how much we've kind of just beaten the dead horse about it, but there are even more calling cards, stickers, emblems, and other items here for the Rebirth event that have been data mined. Likely these incremental unlocks like we talked about in yesterday's video briefly, how similarly in the Know Your History event, you end up getting a weapon charm, an emblem, a calling card, and even a weapon blueprint for simply taking part in the event. So if that Know Your History event is sort of replicated with the Rebirth event coming up in maybe the next week or so, that's stuff that is likely going to be credited towards your Black Ops Cold War accounts and maybe even your Modern Warfare accounts so that you can share that stuff across Warzone and also then Black Ops Cold War. Now, as for the Rebirth event, what does it yield? Well, it's official, especially now with these new data mined game files. Rebirth Island is actually a thing. It's in the game files, it's got its promo imagery, it's got its artwork, a new logo, a new overview, all of that. It's happening, and I couldn't be more excited here for this. So that also will come along with a free Rebirth Island bundle. We don't know what's included in that, but it's something to kind of celebrate the introduction of a new map per se within Warzone, and likely a different experience here for it. If it is how Blackout Alcatraz played, it's not going to be your traditional battle royale where you drop in, you die, you go to the gulag, you win or lose, and that depends on how the rest of your match goes. If it follows suit to Blackout's Alcatraz, you're going to be just dropping in on respawn waves that happen throughout the match, and it's a much more tighter, confined area, but it's hectic, it's crazy the entire way because it is so small. You do have people coming back no matter what, and it's just something that is all around really good fun. So I'm incredibly excited here for this. I hope everything works out as we anticipate it to, but for the time being, that's where we're at here with this. The only other stuff that we found that was really worthwhile in terms of data mined content is that of bundles, and there are a lot of them. If you remember, in Season 1 with Modern Warfare, we had a ton of bundles introduced because it kind of filled out the shop here, and it was something that was the first initial offering, so kind of gave everybody something to be interested in if you were at all interested in getting blueprints or anything that came along with that. So these have a ton of different bundles introduced, so we'll run through these. There's the Mistletoe Meetup, which doesn't have any discernible content direction. It's just kind of a regular stock image associated with it. There's a lot like that. The Mint Condition Mastercraft Bundle, which looks to have a killer looking AK-74U blueprint. The Rocket Science Mastercraft Bundle, which looks to have an awesome AK-47 blueprint. The Came to Slay Bundle, which again is regular stock image. Same with the Happy Holidays free bundle. And then also there's a couple of Tracer packs, and for those of you guys that like the maybe not necessarily so realistic anime Tracer packs, that's something that's going to be returning as well. We're going to have the Tracer Pack Violet Anime, the Anime Assassin, other Tracer packs like the Tracer Pack Bulldozer that comes along with the Tracer Fire M16, and a new operator, the Tracer Pack Rogue, which doesn't really have any art direction. It's just listed as being there. You'll have things like the Xena Operator Bundle with an RPD blueprint and a new operator coming along with that. The Gilded Age, which again is kind of a stock image there. The Shock Value looks like a new LMG. I don't know off the top of my head if that's entirely correct. The round drum looks huge for that thing, so we'll have to wait and see what that turns out to be. The Disavowed Assassin, again, something that doesn't have any discernible information with it. There's a Christmas bundle that comes along with a couple of calling cards and things like that. There's the Retro Renegade Mastercraft bundle, which is a Vaporwave MP5 and FFAR, which looks phenomenal. Honestly, those are the cool and flashy camos that I was hoping to see when we had the 80s aesthetic confirmed with Cold War. There's the Neon Knights Vehicle Pack, which is a tank skin showcased in a Vaporwave design, likely for your combined arms and fire team mode, so your tanks, your helicopters, your boats, and things like that. And then there is the Funny Guy, which is Joker themed, kind of like the game Payday, if you remember that back in the day. The clown mask, but suited up. That comes along with an M16 blueprint in the key art image associated with it. So there is a lot of stuff here with this. A ton of stuff has been data mined here for Season 1. And I'm very excited to see what comes of all of this, because this is, again, essentially launch 2.0, which I'm excited for. I think that one of the big things that I had an issue with minus skill-based matchmaking, was that the fact that I was kind of burnt out already just after 3 weeks on Black Ops Cold War's launch, because there really wasn't all that much to experience that was different. So I'm excited to see where this leads, what comes of all of this, but that's where we're gonna wrap it up. That is everything here that we found out in the last 24 hours or so about Season 1, so I'd love to get your thoughts and feedback down there in the comment section down below. What do you guys think of this here? Are you looking forward to Season 1? Maybe not so much. Anything in particular out of this that strikes you as incredibly good, incredibly bad? Whatever it is, feel free to let me know. But hopefully you enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure you drop a like down below. And of course, if you are new to the channel, make sure you guys subscribe so you don't miss a single thing regarding all things Black Ops Cold War, Warzone, and anything COD related. We'll keep you up to date with all of it. So if you're interested, hit that subscribe button. If you also want to follow me over on Twitter and Instagram, those are the best places to get connected outside of YouTube. Practically live on both those. So if you guys want to strike up a conversation, ask me a question, whatever it may be, that link is down there in the description below. But said, thanks so much for watching. Mine has been Espresso. I'll see you guys later. Take care and peace.